y'all, welcome to my video. Today we are talking about Furbies. Actually, we're going to talk to some Furbies and try to get these two vintage Furbies to talk to each other. If you're new to my channel, my name is Abby and I rescue vintage items from my Gen X childhood. Now, that being said, I grew up in the 80s and Furbies are more of a 90s toy. So these are new to me because I didn't have one of these back in the day. But I go to all kinds of estate sales and I do thrift hauls where I find things like the stuff you see on the wall here and lots more. And I fix them up and sell them on Etsy when I can part with them. Sometimes I keep, as you can see, a lot of things. And you're only seeing a small bit of this wall. I love collecting vintage things. I only buy them in the wild. So I'm going and finding these things at estate sales, thrift shops, antique stores, things like that. Mostly estate sales. All right, so a while back, last year, I found this vintage white Furby. It's not the first one I've gotten, but it was the first one that I made a video for you guys, and you really seem to enjoy it. In fact, it's one of my top videos, just opening this guy and unboxing him. So he was still in the box from the late 90s. It's one of the original Furbies, and I was excited to get it, and I had a lot of fun playing with it because I had never really played with one before. But I wanted to get another one because I heard that they could talk to each other. So then recently I picked up this black one here and he's so cute. They're like the opposites. I love it so much that they're black and white. And I think they're from the same era. And I wasn't sure if it worked. I picked it up at the estate sale. It already had batteries in it and it immediately started talking to me. In fact, I put it in my little basket that I carry around at estate sales to put all my little goodies in before I buy them. Eventually it went to sleep and started snoring. And so people around me in the estate sale were like, what in the world do you have in that basket? One person thought that I had like a little dog in there. It was so funny. So I know this one works. But I have not given them an opportunity to talk to each other. I've been told that if they are from the same era, they have this little sensor right here that they can indeed communicate with each other. So we're gonna give that a try. I was also told after my last video, don't shake them, just flip them upside down to wake them up and be gentle about it. So thank you to the person who gave me that advice because I was just shaking it. Oh, we've got one that's cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay. Okay, so this one's awake, the new one. Are you sneezing? Let's wake up this guy. Hey. Oh, they both said cock-a-doodle-doo. Okay. This one's real chatty, y'all. I've had it sleeping in my office since that last video. Okay, so I think what we're supposed to do is have them face each other. But I don't know if they're talking to each other or just talking. Well, the white one keeps saying, hey. Is it talking to the black one? The black one keeps saying it's hungry. All right, I'm gonna put a, okay, shh. I'm gonna put a microphone on these guys between them so that you can hear them better. Also, their ears have like a little motor in it that makes it go up and down, so it's kind of loud. But let's put these guys on a microphone and get them closer up so you can hear their conversation. Oh, that's cute. This one's singing. Hungry. This one's hungry. Okay. Oh, he kissed him. Did you hear that? I think they like each other, you guys. I'm going to say this one's a boy and this one's a girl. I really don't know. How do you know the gender of this one has a higher pitched sounding voice, maybe? I don't know. Okay, did anybody understand any of that? I don't speak Furby. Oh. I feel bad. This one keeps saying it's hungry. I don't know how to feed a Furby. Obviously, I'm not a very good Furby parent because they've just been sitting on my shelf. This white one's been sitting on my shelf for a while. I can see why these were popular. They're very cute. I feel bad though. It's saying it's hungry. Here, sit by your friend while we chat. Aww. Okay, so a couple of things. It keeps saying it's hungry. What am I supposed to feed it? Do you guys think they're talking to each other or they're both just really chatty? Because how do you tell if he's talking to me or if they're talking to each other? I have so many questions about these. At this point, I took a break from playing with my Furbies and consulted the internet with questions about how these Furbies communicate with each other. And I found this post on Reddit that answered my question. I learned that Furbies from 1998 and 99 have a transmitter and receiver embedded into their head gem. When a Furby performs an action, it sends a series of infrared pulses from its gem to anything directly in front of it. While you can't see this infrared light with your naked eye, when I turned off the lights and used my cell phone camera, I could see it. Then I turned the Furbies to face each other and captured this footage. This time, I think it's pretty clear they're definitely reacting to each other. So that was cool. We did a video a couple years ago where we named what we thought were the creepiest toys of our childhood. We picked Furbies among the weirdest, but I think I just didn't really understand them. Now that I have some and they're interacting, I can see the appeal of this toy. It's actually really fun. They're so cute, you guys. How could you not love these things? So I have fallen in love with Furbies. I even have a shirt. So like I was saying, I used to think they were creepy. I decided now that they're not. They're actually really cute. But this is the shirt that, this is my sentiment, okay? Furbies. Never sleep, even when you take out the batteries. Okay. That was my fear. Like, do you remember this? They're trying to upstage me. I think they're about to fall asleep. Do you guys remember that scene from Child's Play where the Chucky doll is like in the box or whatever, the good guy doll is in the box, and he keeps talking and stuff, and the lady takes his batteries out and then he's still talking?
Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play?
She's like, ah, and then he chases her. That's what these make me think of, because I'm like, what if I take the batteries out and they're still talking? Like that's what creeped me out about them. But you know, I have had this one, I mean, it's been at least, I don't know, maybe like 8 months or so. And it literally sits on the shelf in my office and it doesn't do that. It doesn't talk unless I interact with it. And the only way you can get it started is by picking it up. I thought they were light activated, but it's really not. It's a little bit, but mostly it's just based off of movement. So if you keep it still on a shelf, it won't like startle you. That was my biggest fear. I was like, am I gonna get startled by this thing? Am I gonna walk in my office, flip on the light, and all of a sudden it starts talking? But that hasn't happened. So that was a big relief because I literally was a little bit afraid of them. Not anymore. I actually love these. I sold a few of them on Etsy. I'll probably eventually sell these, but they're so fun, you guys. Our daughter was born in 98. She was too little to play with Furbies. I was too big to play with Furbies. I definitely remember them. They were definitely a big, like, pop icon of the 90s, the late 90s. But they were not the age bracket of the things that I would have been playing with because I was too old. So, is it weird that I enjoy them now? Maybe. That's so cute, you guys. Okay, so they just started snoring. They both fell asleep. As you can see, if I even touch like the front of their heads or anything, they don't wake up. This is good. We don't want them to be randomly waking your kids up in their room or randomly talking to you in your office, because that would be creepy. But instead, they just are pretty well-behaved pets, if you will. They sleep when they don't have any movement or interaction, and then in a while, whenever we're ready to, we can just wake them back up by gently flipping them upside down and not shaking them. So thank you to the person who told me that, because I don't want to break them, obviously. I've had some that I bought. I had one that I bought that didn't work. Someone still bought it. They were happy to have one that was non-working. Maybe they knew how to fix it. I hope they did. But even the little mini ones and the little keychains and stuff from McDonald's are very popular still. Furbies are adorable. And you know what? They still make them. On a recent trip to Walmart, I swung by the toy aisle to see what they were offering. They had these really cute little Furbalettes, and then these mini ones, which were really fun. Then there was something called DJ Furby with music and lights. It sounds amazing, but it's pretty expensive at $69. All in all, they're still really cute. They do not work the same as these, and they do not interact with these. So if you have a newer one, it won't interact with an older one. You have to have two from the same era. And if we take a closer look at the tags, mine are made in 1998. And this white one, same thing, 1998 by Tiger Electronics. Oops, we woke him up. The reason they can talk to each other is because they are from the same era. They're both Tiger Electronics, so they have like the same, I guess, mechanisms. Okay, I feel like maybe they were talking to each other because they got quiet at the same exact time. And then they started talking at the same time. See, okay, this one sounded like it gave a kiss. I feel like they are interacting because it's kissing him. Did she kiss you? Well, if she did kiss him, she's going to get a cold because he keeps sneezing. Well, those two are very chatty. I'm going to let them continue their conversation. Well, I hope that you enjoyed watching this silly video of these silly toys, but they are really pretty charming. They've definitely charmed their way into my heart. So if you are a big Furby fan and you have more fun Furby facts that you want to leave in the comments below, I would appreciate it, because I'm always learning about these types of things. Since I did not grow up with those particular toys, I'm pretty knowledgeable about other things like Cabbage Patch Kids and strawberry shortcakes and stuff like that. So if you enjoy thrift hauls, you might like to see some of my thrift haul videos, like the one where I found this Furby and lots more treasures. It's always really random, but super fun. So I will leave those videos in that playlist here at the end of this one. And if you liked it, please consider subscribing to my channel, and I will see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye, y'all.